Today we are gonna tackle top k frequent elements. Um, so this question says that there is a array called nums where we have bunch of integers, and then we have a variable called k, which is an integer which gives us some value, and we basically want to return the top uh, values from nums which has occurred maximum number of times. So for example, 1 has occurred 3 times here, 2 has occurred 2 times, and then 3 has occurred 1 time. So the top two elements that has occurred most of the number of times are 1 and 2, because 1 has occurred 3 times and 2 has occurred 2 times. If we had k as 3, we could have said 1, 2, 3, because 3 has also occurred 1 time, and we need to provide at least k values, and it is guaranteed that the answer is always unique, and they suggest we do it in big O and log n. So for these kinds of questions, the first thing that comes to my mind is heap. um, it just way uh, appropriate to use heap for certain questions, because it just makes the solution much more scalable, easy to track, and much more fast. So you can probably do better than n log n. So let's try to do that. But before we do that, first of all, we want to get the number of times every value has occurred. So to do that, let's just say I'll create a value called data, which will be a dictionary or a hash map, which a default value of int. Okay, and then what we can do is for value in nums, data of value plus equals to 1. So what this will do is it will create a hash map where we'll have all of these elements as key and the number of times they have occurred as value. Okay, and the reason we are doing this is because we are going to use this in our heap. So we're gonna just create a variable called h for heap, or let's just say hp. Okay, we're gonna use this. Let's just keep every variable at one place. I think it will be better. Okay, now so we have heap. Now what we'll do is we'll iterate through the hash map that we have created. So we'll say for key comma value in data dot items. Okay, now we have key and value. Now in Python, hash maps by default are min hash map. Here we want to keep track of the maximum number of times each element has occurred. So we are just gonna use a trick where we're gonna change all of this value that we push into heap to the negative version of themselves, so that the min heap will work as max heap. So okay, so anyways, for key value in data dot items, what we want to do is we want to do heap q dot heap push, and then hp is our heap, and what we want to push here is a tuple where the first value will be the number of times each value has occurred, right? So it will be negative of value and then key. Okay, hope that makes sense. So for example, for if we consider this example, 1 has occurred 3 times, so we'll be pushing in -3 and then 1. So -3 will be always at the top because it's the lowest, smallest value, and since it's min heap by default, it'll solve our use case. This is how we keep track of all the values. Now we have all the values in our heap. Heap push is like logarithmic time complexity. I think that should be fine here. So we go through every element, and for every element we do like a logarithmic time complexity heap push. So it's basically a log n. Don't think we can do better than that, but okay. Now we have this value. Now what we want is we want a result. So what we'll do is we'll create a variable called result because they want it in this format, and then we'll do while, and since we have a guaranteed solution, We'll say while length of result is not equals to k, we want to do res dot append heap q dot heap pop and then hp, and then when we pop we'll get a tuple, so we want to get the first value. I want to return res, it should work. No, what is it? Collections. Okay, collections. So yeah, the time complexity should be n log n. Space complexity should be like n here, and yeah, space complexity should be linear, I think. So that is also good. So yeah, let me know what you think. Thank you.